There are rare moments in sports when a single figure can transform the atmosphere of an entire stadium, send shockwaves through an industry, and rewrite the rules of fandom. Taylor Swift's sudden, glittering association with the Kansas City Chiefs is one such moment. It's a story that bridges music, sports, celebrity, and business, a narrative as unpredictable and thrilling as any of Swift's chart-topping albums. And just when the noise seemed deafening enough, the latest twist has everyone watching. Taylor Swift, already the Chiefs' unofficial lucky charm, might become their newest owner. Picture this: Arrowhead Stadium, famous for its deafening roars and sea of red, is now just as likely to echo with the sound of Love Story as it is with chants for Patrick Mahomes. When Swift began appearing at Chiefs games in late 2023, the city was already used to big moments. Kansas City loves its football, but the arrival of a global superstar, cheered on by millions of Swifties, brought an entirely new energy, a fusion of music festival and playoff game, with every camera, commentator, and fan hoping to catch a glimpse of Taylor in the VIP box. From the very first time she showed up at Arrowhead, the effect was immediate and electric. Her presence wasn't just a celebrity cameo, it was a cultural earthquake. TV ratings soared. Social media exploded. Chiefs merchandise, especially anything even loosely associated with Swift or her boyfriend, star titan Travis Kelce, flew off the shelves. Suddenly, the Chiefs weren't just a football team, they were a phenomenon. Now, as rumors swirl that Swift is in talks to buy a minority stake in the team, the stakes, and the spectacle, have never been higher. At first, her appearances were fodder for playful speculation. Was it just a romance with Kelce? A one-off publicity stunt? But as weeks turned into months, it became clear that this was something much bigger. NFL executives, marketing analysts, and media moguls began to talk about the Swift effect. It's a phrase that captures her uncanny ability to drive attention, engagement, and revenue wherever she goes. Consider this. According to Chiefs executives, since Swift started showing up at Arrowhead, the team's fan base surged by an unprecedented 30%. It wasn't just Kansas City faithful buying in. It was Swifties from Tokyo to Toronto donning Chiefs gear, learning the rules of football, and turning Sunday afternoons into must-see TV. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell himself reportedly gave a nod of approval to the idea of Swift taking on an ownership role, smoothing the often complicated regulatory process that comes with celebrity investors. And why not? A single January playoff game attended by Swift drew over 50 million viewers, one of the most watched games in league history. That's not just good for business, it's transformative. Sponsors leapt at the opportunity. Co-branded merchandise featuring both Swift and Kelce's names, special edition game nights, and talk of exclusive Swift-themed halftime shows began swirling through the rumor mill. Arrowhead Stadium, already a sports mecca, seemed poised to become a pop culture landmark. It's easy to see why the idea of Swift as a Chiefs part owner is so tantalizing. She is, after all, not just a singer but a business force. Her record-shattering Eras tour propelled her into the billionaire ranks, and her real estate portfolio, spanning penthouses in New York, mansions in Los Angeles, and a seaside retreat in Rhode Island, reflects a steady hand for smart investments. She's joined a growing club of celebrity sports owners that includes everyone from Ryan Reynolds to Michael B. Jordan. But none come close to matching Swift's cultural reach. Her fan base is global, passionate, and perhaps most importantly, young, a demographic the NFL has been desperate to capture as traditional viewership grays and competition from streaming services heats up. Swift's potential investment could be a win-win. For the Chiefs, a surge in valuation, continued media attention, and a steady influx of new supporters. For the NFL, a fresh, dynamic brand ambassador. For Swift, another step into the rarefied air of mogul status. But the path to ownership isn't without its complications. For every fan thrilled at the prospect of Swift joining the Chiefs' ownership group, there's a traditionalist worried about what it might mean. Will ticket prices skyrocket? Will the focus on football be overshadowed by celebrity spectacle? Could the Chiefs lose their hard-won identity as one of the league's most authentic, blue-collar franchises? Social media is full of debate. Some dream of exclusive concerts and star-studded halftime shows at Arrowhead. Others urge caution, hoping the team's pursuit of championships remains front and center. But even the skeptics acknowledge the undeniable benefits Swift has already brought: record-breaking social media engagement, massive spikes in merchandise sales, and a new generation of fans who might otherwise never have given football a second glance. The world is watching as negotiations reportedly move forward behind the scenes. Lawyers, accountants, and league officials are working overtime. Insiders whisper that the NFL has already approved the framework for the deal. Now, it's just a matter of hammering out the details. Adding another layer of intrigue is Swift's relationship with Travis Kelce. Their romance has played out both in private moments and in front of millions, culminating recently in their Instagram official debut. The carefully curated announcement, a series of off-season snapshots, one featuring Swift herself, sent the internet into overdrive. Kelce, known for his charisma on and off the field, reportedly coordinated the social media reveal with Swift to ensure she was comfortable. It's a sign of the couple's determination to balance public attention with personal boundaries, a dance that's become second nature to Swift over her decade-plus in the limelight. Fans can't help but speculate. Could a Swift-Kelce co-ownership or partnership be in the cards? Joint charity events, special fan experiences, and one-of-a-kind game days are all on the table. The line between sports and entertainment blurs further with every new development. Behind the scenes, the road to ownership is far from simple. NFL guidelines around team ownership are strict, requiring detailed vetting of any new investors, especially those with such high profiles. There are questions about how Swift's investment would be structured, how much influence she would have, and whether her involvement could create conflicts of interest. Some industry experts point to both the benefits and pitfalls of celebrity ownership. On the plus side, more media exposure, more revenue, and a broader fan base. On the downside, potential distractions, scrutiny over decision-making, and the risk of the spotlight shifting away from the players and the sport itself. But in Swift's case, the consensus seems to be that the rewards far outweigh the risks. Her involvement could serve as a blueprint for how the NFL and other sports leagues can adapt to a changing media landscape. If Swift does become a part owner, she'll join a very exclusive club. Historically, NFL teams have been owned by business moguls and former athletes. The idea of a pop superstar buying in would once have seemed outlandish. Now it's part of a broader trend: sports franchises as lifestyle brands, with celebrities as both investors and ambassadors. Already, league offices and boardrooms are buzzing about the possibilities. Could Swift's move spark a wave of similar deals, with other stars looking to invest in the world's most lucrative sports leagues? What does it mean for the future of fan engagement, sponsorships, and even the way games are broadcast? Traditionalists may grumble, but the winds of change are blowing. The NFL, facing competition from esports, streaming, and global football, is hungry for new audiences. Swift's ability to connect with millions, many of whom are young, diverse, and digitally savvy, offers a tantalizing glimpse of what the future could hold. As another NFL season looms, the anticipation around Arrowhead Stadium is palpable. Every game, every play, every touchdown takes on added meaning. Will Swift be in attendance? Will she one day be making executive decisions from the owner's box? What surprises might be in store for fans, both old and new? For now, the answers remain a tantalizing mystery. What's certain is that Taylor Swift has already changed the game, turning Kansas City into a global hotspot and making the Chiefs a team watched by millions far beyond Missouri's borders. This is more than a celebrity romance or a business deal. It's a cultural moment, a collision of sports, music, and media that could redefine what it means to be a fan in the 21st century. And as the world watches and waits, one thing is clear: the story of Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs is just getting started.